Hello G Nation, it's your host G, and we got another character preview. It is Chad Gable, Alpha Academy. He is a showboat. We're gonna have a look at 5-star gold. I haven't tried him yet, but looking at his moves, kind of like Otis, I see a ton of possible move sets and trainer coach combos. So probably not gonna see all of them because there's so many possibilities, really. We're definitely going to see quite a few, though. If we have a look at the poster, the trainer ability at 15,000 is green finishers do 150% more damage, does not include submission moves. That is a really good trainer, and it was the only color that didn't have a 150% boost. All the other colors had one for like over a year now, and green did not. There was only like Doink, which is 30 or 40%, something like that. But yeah, 150%, well overdue, really good trainer. He has links with SmackDown, Alpha Academy, and Modern, and no gear. So the first moveset we will have a look at is the Chaos Theory. 10 MPL move finisher, deals 178k plus 55.2k bonus damage for every protect gem and pin the opponent. The ankle lock, 7 MP yellow move color submission, choose 9 gems to make into purple submission gems and do 101k damage for 4 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into protect gems of strength 3. The overhead belly-to-belly suplex, 6 MP purple move, deals 74k damage, and choose 7 gems to make into yellow gems. Now, again, a couple options here for trainers. This is what we're going to be using right now, and then we'll talk about what I would use if this was a feud. So we are going to use Woods so that we start with 4 more purples. We're going to use Otis, the brand new Otis, which adds 70% damage to protect gem. Now, my Otis is only 4-star bronze. If he was maxed out, he would be 100% instead of 70%, so that would be even more on the finisher. Bailey adds 15% as well, and I'm putting MVP here, which reduced the amount of submission turns by 2. Now, the reason I am reducing it, even though it is a really good submission, is because I want those gems to remain, and the more turns the submission lasts, the less chance I have for those to remain, because they're, as you see, 100k, 102k each right now. So the more I keep, the better it's gonna be. Also keep in mind here, the ankle lock says that the protect gems are going to be of strength 3. That's definitely an error. It's going to be more than that. We're going to see in game. I don't know. Well, I assume it's going to be more than that because there's no way it's going to be 3. So we'll see in game what it is. And now, if this was to be used in a feud, instead of boosting the damage of the finisher, I would totally boost the hell out of that submission. It is already over 100k, which makes it a really damn good submission. So I would go like Zombie AJ for trainers, and it is Tech Drew, I believe, for coach, and Shelton. Like, I would boost everything that boosts the submission, because submission are just OP in feuds. But for this, for a tour, we're going to go with this setup, boosting the finisher. Right, on the title itself, I got a yellow move damage medal. We're going all armor here to make it even harder to kick out. Don't really care about the gem damage, so really all armor here. I put in the cheap shot plate. Really not that much options for plate for him, at least for this moveset, that is. Doesn't really benefit from anything. Like, you could go with the escape artist just so that you can't really be submitted. You could go with the boss plate, although personally I would never, because even though it creates those cross breaks, which are super useful, it will also break your own protect gem that you want to remain there. Another option would be, where is it? This one here, it's time once again, which is whenever you break 3 or more purple, you get 3 yellows. But again, it would be better if it was reversed, which is when you get when you get yellow, get purple. Unfortunately, there is no such plate. Maybe in the future. Also keep in mind, while it looks like we have nothing giving us our purple, we do get the purple from the submission if we go for a match. Now I'm not gonna go for a match because I'm hoping on a first turn kill, well, second turn kill. All right. So now we need a yellow match. Damn, we got a cascade. Well, that's gonna make us lose one turn. Alright, now we're gonna use our submission. Now, if you want this to recycle, you probably want to match with some purples. I don't think I'm gonna need it, so we're gonna gamble and not do any purple matches. Again, don't put them near purple because they're gonna match. Right, something like that. And hopefully as much of those 9 are gonna survive. We got 8 here. As you see here, they're really strong. 125,000 protect gem each, and we got 8 of them. That is a lot. 125,255 times 8. We got 1,002,040 protect gem right there. He's not getting out of that. We got 1 million. And now we're going to do 425 with the finisher plus 102 for each of those. So that's over 800,000. So that's going to be over 1.2 million with over 1 million of protect. He's not getting out of that. Yeah, 1.24. He's gonna do 1 million just to start taking away from that 1.2 million. Yeah, he had no chance. So, really liking this, really strong. And keep in mind, we got screwed on the first turn with a cascade. That would normally be turn 2 and not turn 1. And with a turn 2 and not turn 3. And with a turn 1 submission, no less. So, liking this. Let's try to see something else. Alright, second moveset for Chad Gable, which is a variation of what we just checked. Basically, instead of the finisher, we're going to be using the diving clothesline, which is an 8 MP purple move. Deal 220.3k damage and force your opponent to skip their turn for 1 turns. So, pretty much the rest is the same, the ankle lock and the overhead belly to belly. But this one, we're going to be powering up that submission. Now again, this would be a lot more powerful in a feud setup. So we're going to be using woods to start with the purple. We're going to use Zombie AJ so that the yellow submission move lasts 3 more turns and we create 1 more yellow, which we won't really need, but we'll take it. We're using Drew so that the yellow submission do 50% more damage and lasts 1 more turn. And we got Shelton so that, again, submission does 20% more damage. It's going to be 172k for 8 turns. So it is a pretty sizable amount. And that's not even counting the fact that we're not in a feud with a 200% boost right now. So I haven't changed anything as far as the belt goes. So obviously you would probably want to go with purple move damage instead of yellow as I have right now, because yellow is not going to do anything. And also don't really care about the skill plate that is on. Not really going to be a factor here. Great, so we're going to put in our stun. Now we're gonna get our yellow. Pretty much just need one match. I will put some more yellows on the board still though. Now we're gonna make 9 of them, and remember the protect gem that we're leaving are super strong. Unfortunately, I kinda need to sacrifice some to get my yellow TP back, my yellow MP back. Even when he gets out of this, he is stunned. Yeah, only 2 are going to remain. They are like 125k each, like we said. So we're going to stun him again. And get our yellow. And we're going to use that submission again. I'm going to sacrifice one here because I'm trying to generate as much as I can. Still have 5 remaining, and he still hasn't had a turn yet, so we're over 600k right now in protect gems. We're gonna stun him again. Get our yellow. We're close to the edge, but we got so much protect gem that he can't even kick out of 100k. So again, super effective, not necessarily fast, but very easy win. Alright, let's look at something else now. Alright, other moveset for Chad. It is kind of similar to the first one we tried really. It is going to be again the Chaos Theory, 10 MP yellow move finisher, deals 178k plus 55.2k bonus damage for every protect gem and pin the opponent. The bow and arrow hold, 6 MP blue move submission, generate 18 random submission gems and do 101k damage for 4 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into protect gem of strength 75.2k. And the German Suplex 4 MP blue move deals 65.4k damage, and choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gem that will deal 0 damage and increase your yellow MP by 7 on every countdown turn, and deal 0 damage and increase your blue MP by 7 at the end of the countdown. Juggernaut Gem are probably among my favorite. I love the fact that they have dual use. In this case, on one turn you're getting yellow MP, and on the other turn you're getting blue MP. So that's how we're going to be getting this rolling. And obviously the majority of our damage is going to come from our finisher, which will do a ton with hopefully a lot of remaining sub-gems there. Trainers, again, we're going to go pretty similar to what we did the first time around. We're going to go Lawler, so we start with the blue. We're going to put Otis, that adds 70% more damage to those protects. Again, if my Otis was max, it would actually be 100% instead. Got Bailey to add another 15%. And we're going to use Alpha so that our blue submission move lasts -2 turns. So the reason for that is obviously we want as much of those to remain alive, and the more turn it lasts, the more chance he has to break some. So we want to have as many alive as possible. Again, if this was a feud setup, you would probably want to boost the submission instead of reducing it, because submission do a ton of damage in feud. I feel like I'm repeating this every moveset, but you get the idea. Alright, let's try this. Using the exact same setting on the belt. Alright, so we are gonna lay down. I'm gonna put them on loot boxes because the computer don't tend to care about loot boxes. Now we got our 18 protect gems, well, 18 submission gems that are gonna turn into protect gems. We did lose a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 that remain. That is a first, that means we got like 750,000 protect. that alone is gonna make kicking out really hard. Plus, right now we're gonna do 425 plus 10 times 102k. So that should be around 1.5 mil with 750k of protect. So probably doesn't kick out of that one. And there you go. Now, if by some insane miracle he did kick out of that, well, the next turn my Juggernaut would go off and refill my blue, and I could do that again and again. So really like that. I mean, I could see this being useful on things like boss battle, for example, given that it would need to be one that this setup is actually effective against the boss, but like those resolve instantly. So yeah, I mean, works out really well. Alright, let's give something else a shot. Alright, next moveset, which would probably be super annoying in feuds. It is gonna be the double submission moveset. It is the ankle lock, 7 MP, yellow move, color submission, choose 9 gems to make into purple submission gems, and do 101k damage for 4 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into protect gems of strength 3, which, if you remember, it's actually 125k. The bow and arrow hold, 6 MP blue move, submission generate 18 random submission gems, and do 101k damage for 4 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into protect gem of strength 75k. And a German suplex, which, by the way, there's 2 moves named German suplex, so expect one of those to change the name eventually. 4 MP blue move, deal 65k damage, and choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will deal 0 damage and increase your yellow MP by 7 on every countdown turn, and deal 0 damage and increase your blue MP by 7 at the end of the countdown. So basically, one turn you're getting yellow MP, the other turn you're getting blue MP. So that'll make it so that you can effectively cycle one turn the blue submission, the other turn the yellow submission. So every turn is going to be a submission. That's going to do a lot of damage, especially in feuds. And those are super cheap move costs on top of that. So we're going to start with blue lauders, just so we can lay our Juggernaut right off the bat. I'm putting Austin here, Striker Austin, because he adds 50% damage to all submission. Typically, you pretty much want to extend the amount of turns more than the damage. I kind of went for damage because we got 2 of them, and if I picked turns, I would have had to pick either Eddie Guerrero to extend by 3 turns the blue, or Zombie AJ to extend by 3 turns the yellow. Kind of wanted something that affected both of them, so I went with Austin instead. In feuds, since you get so much extra damage to begin with, I would probably use Eddie just to get that blue damage longer right off the bat. As far as coaches, I got both that do pretty much the same thing for a different color. We got Drew, 50% more yellow damage for the submission and 1 extra turn. And head of the table, Roman, for blue submission, do 50% more damage and last 1 more turn. So they're going to be both 5 turns and both 202k per turn. So it's basically 2 submission doing 1 million each. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to start by putting our Juggernauts. Again, I tend to put those on loot gems because the computer tend to leave the loot gems alone. Now we're going to put 18 random blue subs. And keep in mind that while we're creating a ton of submission gems, they are also left as protect gems. So not only is he pretty much never gonna make any moves because we're submitting him every single turn, even if he has a gem cascade or something, it's never gonna do much to you because we're gonna have so many protect gems that they're not gonna do anything really. I don't need to match them to anything because they're turning into purple, so I'm actually gonna even put them on purple just so that they just replace the one and they don't match and get cancelled or something like that. Those are going to be 125k each as far as protection goes, we said, I think. We have a lot of protection on that board now. And now we're going to get the blue from those juggers. And we're gonna lay a new set of Juggernauts. And a new set of submission. That way those Juggernauts are gonna give us next turn or yellows. Now the only downside of this is if he managed to get rid of those Juggernauts, but even if he gets rid of one, you still get enough MP for that one remaining, so you would need to get rid of both of them. And Juggernauts, you got to get rid of them twice for one to go away. So, I mean, you would need to be really unlucky. We got yellow. Got a pinfall of 1 damage. Let's just break it with loot gems. When's the last time you got out of a submission by using only loot gems? Alright, let's put more juggers. And this should end. Yeah, it's 514k. And we're doing 1 million with the submission. Imagine that during feud, how deadly that's gonna be. Alright, yet another super effective moveset. And I think I have one more, so let's look at that. Alright, yet another moveset for Chad. I feel like I've been working on this like literally all day. So many movesets. Alright, so we're gonna keep the German suplex and the bow and arrow, but this time we're gonna use the other yellow move, which is the German suplex. It is an 8 MP yellow move. It deals 176k damage and heal for 1.5 million. Now again, keep in mind, like I said, there is 2 moves with the name German Suplex, so I'm expecting one of those to change name probably. Although I haven't checked if the animation is an actual German Suplex, but I guess we'll see. So for those, we are going to use Lawler so that we start with more blue. We're going to use Mr. Eddie Guerrero so that the submission lasts 3 more turns. We're going to use Shelton so that it does 20% more damage, and we're going to use Head of the Table Roman so that it lasts 1 more turn and does 50% more damage. So we're basically just boosting the blue submission. Again, submission really effective in feuds. So, and you're going to be, like, obviously you're going to be using it every 2 turns, since you're going to be getting your blue every 2 turns with the Juggers. But even if we get some damage, we're going to be healing for 1.5 now. You could use some trainers to boost the amount of heal that you're getting, but I don't really feel it's going to be needed, because 1.5 is probably going to be way more than what damage we're going to be taking anyway, because we're going to be preventing him from getting MP. So all we're going to be getting is like Gem Swipe, or if you get a Cascade or something like that, his actual move, he'll never even get to use him. So let's try that. Oops. Forgot I was not on that menu again. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna get the Juggers out. Don't really want to risk it on one of those loot gems because he can break those. Let's get the submissions out. And again, I just need 1 Juggernaut to survive anyway, and he's gonna destroy them twice also anyway, so. He's out of MP. Now I'm getting yellow MP. I can use that, which is going to do 420k and heal me for 1.5. I didn't take really any damage, but I guess I'll do the 420k damage. We're going to be getting it anyway in 2 turns. And now I'll just swipe. You don't even need to target your MP, you can just swipe like one of his moves, or is the target MP. Okay, now we're gonna put 2 more Juggers. 1 there, and I'm gonna put 1 there, because again, I don't really want to target these loot, because he can break those since there's a match. And now let's put back submission. Now we got our yellow. Again, I didn't really take any damage, but we're gonna heal anyway just so that we do a little damage on top of it. And let's swipe greens, I guess. He did 1 damage. Let's put our Juggers. This time my loot gems are pretty apart. And more submission. And he's done. Again, very effective. We're gonna try one last move set. And then we're gonna spend 2 hours editing this. Alright. Alright, last move set we're gonna have a look at. It is going to be again the German suplex 8 MP yellow move, deal 176k damage and heal for 1.5 million. The ankle lock 7 MP yellow move, color submission, choose 9 gems to make into purple submission gems and do 101k damage for 4 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into protect gem of strength 3, which again we know is actually 125k, not 3. The overhead belly-to-belly suplex, 6 MP purple move, deals 74.1k damage, and choose 7 gems to make into yellow gems. The trainers we're going to use for that, wood so that we start with more purple, zombie AJ so that the yellow submission lasts 3 more turns, and we create 1 extra yellow, Shelton so that any submission do 20% more damage, and we are going to use Drew so that the yellow submission do 50% more damage and a yellow and last 1 more turn. Now with this it's going to be pretty simple. Or purple is going to give us the yellow we need. The yellow submission is actually going to give us back our purple, and that's pretty much it, and we can heal whenever we need. This. Okay. 1 match should be enough. I'm gonna use it now just to get extra damage on. Let's get out of that. Now we're going to get our yellow. I'm not going to use my heal right away. And let's do the little extra damage. Oh, I'm actually converting the yellows now. I was placing the submission. Okay, we get the yellow. Let's do the extra damage again, just so he's super low. And now place a submission. Doesn't really matter where I put it. He's gonna be gone. And that is it. So that's pretty much it, guys. As you saw, he is super powerful. Now, he's not the fastest by any means. I don't even think he has a moveset that is turn 1. But, I mean, we checked, what, like 5, 6, 7 moveset? I lost count. And all of them were super effective, and none of them he stood a chance or did any damage to us. So really a good chase character, guys. So thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them, and if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. G up. Ciao.